Right, welcome everybody to another episode of Chris and Dave's Reality TV Cast. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, and my co-host, I'm very good friend, and he's still my friend after all these episodes, is Dave.
Hey there, Chris. And hello to our listeners out there. Welcome to Chris and Dave's Reality TV Cast. We are covering Love Island UK Season 9, Episode 9. Now, Chris, where would you like to start today?
Well, Dave, with Episode 10... officially, we're
I think it is 9 because I updated it this morning and then I just went and updated it again.
All right. It is 9 actually because that's me. That episode 6 is the unseen bit. So I've got to mention this. When people are going on the podcast, guys, and you go in your podcast catching up, the way that when I actually number them when we upload it, I number them in order for the show. So there isn't you haven't missed an episode 6 and you won't miss an episode 11. It's just a case of we're not doing the unseen bits, but we're doing it in order of what the show is when you record it. But there you go. So just stop that confusion, Dave. And it keeps bugging me that I never tell anyone that. I think it's one of them, Dave. We start with Kai and Tanyel having a bit of a chat, and I'm not into either of these, Dave. I think they're fucking boring, both of them. I thought Kai was, he came in all fucking cocksure himself, telling us how clever he was. Good-looking guy. All the girls initially, by looks, were attracted to him. He was like fucking giving back musical chairs at the start. The amount of people he changed, and then he pushed forward for Tanyel, and then obviously he's with Anna May as well, isn't he? But again, he's sort of gone back. But I don't think bringing anything to the show, if I'm being honest, Dave. I don't know. We've got a final 3, and there's a bit of controversy about that. What's going to happen? But I won't be bothered if them two left the show, if I'm honest.
Honestly, I was just Googling then a different word, a synonym or, something else for boring. Because I didn't want to use the same word that you used. But they are just so dull, aren't they? I just don't care about them whatsoever. And just everything about them. All I can see is the meme, when the Monsters Inc., the little girl out of Monsters Inc. is just struggling to keep her eyes open. And it's like, oh, God, just do something interesting. This is why I watch this shit. But, the conversation, he was talking about fucking making his bed here. This guy, so smart, mate, I've got 3 degrees. It literally took me an hour before I realised the bed sheet was too small. Fucking, when people use literally in a sentence, it does trigger me a little bit from past scars and battles and stuff, because you can't be literal and then do something rhetorical. So if it's literally an hour, it has to be literally an hour. 59 minutes, got to. But all I can think is Zoolander. He must have seen Zoolander.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that bit where he's like, did you ever think there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good looking? That's these two. They've just got fucking nothing. And so, yes, sorry to get on my high horse straight away, but boring as fuck. Don't care. Give me some drama.
Well, I don't really think we're supposed to say. I think it fucking stumped me now. You absolutely stumped me.
Can I just ask you? Because you end up doing plenty of the housework, don't you? Who fucking likes putting a bed sheet on?
Well, you know what, Dave? Nobody. But in the same respect, I was taught a trick by my grandmother many years ago how to put a quilt on. So I am always pretty much tasked 90% of the time with flipping the quilt on the, inside out. You flip it, comes out, done. I can usually box it off.
Yeah, that's a family trade secret. That no one else does that. Phelps family trick.
Excuse me. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, when I was told that, it was a fucking revelation. So now I don't mind doing the bedding stuff, Dave, because, a little flick of the wrist. I've had plenty of fucking practice flicking my wrist.
Flick of the wrist in the bedroom, not for the first time, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Well, anywhere I can get it, really, Dave. But I always like flicking my wrist. But yeah, so I flick my wrist and, voila, the fucking quilt's done. But yeah, what a boring fucking conversation. Absolutely boring. I'm struggling, I must admit, because I think through the day, we had this thing with Jesse and Will, and they had a kiss. And I said to you, they looked quite compatible. I'm quite impressed. Has Jesse, though, Dave, read about his social media following? That is the question, because if you were someone who was going to go in there with Love Island experience, with knowledge of where that can elevate you and what sort of stuff you can get and the money you can earn quite quickly, because it dries up pretty quickly, Will would be your best bet, Dave, to have a relationship. Not that I'm being cynical, but I do like him. I do think they're sweet. Will is growing on me, but as I think he's the best of a bad bunch, I don't think he's done anything wrong. But there's somewhere in it where I'm thinking, very clever move, Jesse.
Now, if we were to be cynical, we'd be absolutely consistent with every fucking podcast we've done today. So let's continue to be a bit cynical. It's a cracking play, isn't it? You know, she's gone in there. No one else wants him. I don't know how well known it is that he's got this massive social media following on TikTok, Chris, not Instagram.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
Yes, David, TikTok.
So, you know, her and Aaron have flown halfway around the world to be on Love Island here. To do what? To grow their following. So fucking pick out, you know, the person with the biggest following who no one wants anyway. Great tactical move, because people do get jettisoned from the villa. Do I have to say, Chris, that you know, apparently Jesse and Aaron are safe from evictions this time around, because we get to the cliffhanger at the end. David's probably sat at home going, motherfuckers, why are they safe? Why the fuck did I come in and then was jettisoned off again two days after? So it seems a bit weird, that. But yeah. I think... sorry, just to finish off then, I think it is absolutely a tactical move. Let's see where they go. But, you know, I mean, Will's not arsed, is he? He seems quite happy about it now.
Yeah, he doesn't. Sorry, he's cut across you then, Dave. I think that's why I've got a bit of an issue with now. Jesse and Aaron are going to be the ones to pick who goes, aren't they? But when I was watching it and this was unfolding, I know we're sort of skipping a little bit, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, poor fucking David had no chance. It was like, well, yeah, Jesse and Aaron are completely fucking exonerated from nobody can vote for him. And I was thinking, but I know it's because of this twist that they've done it. But I was still at the time wasn't aware. I was like, you fucking blaggers, you absolute... Poor David didn't get any chance and he gets fucked off. I know it was down, you know, to what happened with Will and everything and who picked who, but it still wasn't right, Dave. I'm sorry. This is where your thing about where the producers just make it as you go along is so right. It is. It's absolute bullshit.
They do, and I don't. We're a light-hearted podcast. We don't take any of this shit seriously. But if I could just be serious for a second, right? The form is, if you come in and you're a person of colour, you're fucked, right? Yeah. So you will probably go sooner. You know, there's obviously David didn't have a fucking chance. You know, and if it wasn't David, it would have been Shaq. Yet Jesse and Aaron get a free pass because they're coming in as a bombshell. They haven't really had time, so of course they're saved from the evictions. But like I said, well, hang about. Well, why are there different rules from before? The girl who came in, was it last season or the season before that, where she basically had to pick out two people? Do you remember?
No, I can't remember.
She came in, she was all quite confident, quite outgoing. She had to pick two people. They were both bellends. One of them was Brad. You know, the Geordie Brad, good-looking
Oh,
boy.
yeah. Do
you remember?
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
And then that was it. It didn't work out with either of them, but then she got booted off pretty much soon after. And, you know, we were talking about... So we were saying yesterday, all this media speculation and everything was that Harris was booted out. Well, it looks to me like, no, he's probably, you know, spoiler alert, but he's probably not going to survive these evictions. So they've taken the pussy's way out again. So they did it last year with, what's his face, Castleford rugby player, Jack.
Oh, Jax, yeah.
So completely out of order behaviour, you know, but he gets the sympathetic edit, the mental health edit, even though he'd been a massive see you next Tuesday for, you know, a couple of weeks, you know, to everyone else around him. but he gets the sympathetic edit. Sharif just got booted out straight away, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, that was bad as well because what he's supposed to have done was But yeah, you're right, and I must admit, Dave, let's tackle it head on. When I saw that Tanya was one of the picks tonight, I did think straight away, well, it's a person of colour again. You know, you've got Anime. Who out of the three, Anime or Tanya? I'd probably say Anime. She's not got the screen time. She's not done anything. There's a little bit with Kai there, but there's nothing. Nothing's happened. She's not made any waves. She's had an edit where we've not really seen her. We know Harris has been forced out the last couple of episodes, but also Anime has done nothing, Dave. There's been nothing other than tonight's episode with Kai. So if you were going to go off purely screen time and off proper stuff, you would go for Anime. I don't know. I mean, Jesse and Aaron have got the pick, so it isn't down to the public. But it is a concern, and I know it's something that's raised consistently with this show, and quite rightly, to be honest.
I mean, so playing devil's advocate, I'll jump across to the other side now. So if that is a genuine outcome of a public vote, then okay, it's a genuine outcome of a public vote. People don't vote for who they don't like. They vote for who they like. And, you know, the last three are the last three. But it's the rules of the competition and the way the producers treat people. So when they have the power in their hands, and whether they're doing it intentionally or not, the optics of it are just fucking shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
And also, while I'm on it, Chris, so I prefer to stream. I prefer streaming it rather than watching on the terrestrial TV. ITV's streaming service is fucking the worst out of anything else. Disney, Netflix, BBC iPlayer, ITV's fucking shocking. So I ended up giving up. I ended up having to watch it on the regular TV. So while I'm just sticking the boot in with ITV, by the way, that's why I bring that up. By the way, if you'd like to sponsor us, email us at cdrealitycast@gmail.com.
ITV, if you're listening, that was Dave, not Chris. No, but you know what, though, Dave? That sounded like two old men fucking that bit, like, you know. And another thing, ITV,
Old man shouts at cloud.
Well, you know what, though?
They have
like the ITV Plus app, which I would pay the £3.99 UK pounds when we go on holiday, because Sam and Jordan, even though they're on holiday by the pool, they love the soaps, Dave. Jordan's a massive Emmerdale fan. Like, she loves the show. She's part of all these fan sites. Even though if you follow on social media, she absolutely detests the show, Dave. But I think some love-hate things. But she's part of all these fan groups.
Like, and we've done Love Island.
Well, exactly. Yeah, she's been on the tour. We went on the Emmerdale tour last October in Yorkshire. So she loves that. So I think what I watched, it was $3.99. ITV have repackaged ITV Plus as ITVX, Dave. It's edgy. $6.99. Change it to an X, put a big thing there so it looks like you're getting extra when you're getting the same thing, and we'll put the price up by £3. What a load of bullshit, Dave. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say. Fucking nonsense.
Chris, if I'm paying a subscription for something with X in the title, I'm expecting more than Emmerdale.
Well, I told you about flicking my wrist, Dave. I agree, my friend. No comment, but there you go. But no. So, Dave, what do you think then about the situation Aaron and Jesse are in then, that they've got to pick? I mean, I can't say I've seen from either of them showing any allegiance to any of these people that are up for vote. I'm presuming Jesse's going to vote for the guys and Aaron's going to vote for the girls, or it may be a joint decision. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so Harris is gone. Let's face it. Yeah. I mean, he will definitely go. Like I say, they could have actually thrown him out. We've both seen that footage, haven't we? And I do think it's borderline funny because he's pummeling this bloke, right? Saying, "I'm not a bully." Bang. "I'm not a bully." Bang. "Swear on my mother's life, I'm not a bully." Like, irony. So yeah, he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been in the vote. He should have just been fucking booted out via a fucking cannon into the sea. So, but he'll go because it's the easy way out for the girls. Anime, 100%, she'll go. had zero screen time. You know, Aaron doesn't know that, but he'll have producers whispering into his ear. By the way, Chris, did you see? I think someone put up on Facebook, Chris. It was the Scottish guy who, you know, when Ekidsu was crawling around with.
Yeah.
What was his name? Was it Greg or something? Oh, what was his name? Can't remember it.
Yeah.
And he was properly spilling the beans. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't. I saw the video you sent me. I haven't watched it properly.
So basically, he came in and he's saying, you know, I want to pick Paige. And they're like, he's saying, the producers are saying, no, pick Ekidsu. And then so he's basically saying it. They sort of threw him under the bus. And like, you know, in the end, he's talking to the producers. And then they said, oh, right, it's okay. You know, you can sort of break it with Ekidsu now. And then over the tannoy, it comes, you know, Ekidsu to the front door, please. You know, and that's where they have a little powwow with the producers. And he said, I knew when she got called that she'd come back and have a go. And that's exactly what happened. That was when we saw Ekidsu come and tear him a new one. So he's basically properly thrown the producers under the bus for manipulating what we see on camera. It was a proper, like, Wizard of Oz moment.
That is bollock. That's just so unnatural, isn't it? And it plays into the Ekidsu acting thing. Like I say, if you watch the reality show, fucking terrible actress anyway. Whatever's going on there, not supposed to be reality, but that ruin. I mean, you listen to stuff like that, we know this intervention and that, but that's just fucking rubbish, innit? That's like Ekidsu's the teacher's pet, and it's like, you go and do this because we know you're going to do it, and let's do. You know what I mean? Like she's made a massive career out. She's on Dancing on Ice at the moment, Dave, I believe. Sam is watching it. Luckily, I play my Xbox and can sort of see her skating every now and again from the other room. But I don't think she's very good at it. But Davide's there. There's a few of the crew from Love Island. It's just a massive incestuous fucking load of shit in it after the show. It really is. It's just bollocks. And I just annoys me hearing
into
that.
The Bachelor. All the things that we said we didn't like about The Bachelor and about how incestuous it was.
PTSD with that.
Cliquey little group. It started again, did you say?
Yeah, sorry. Don't.
No. We got maths coming up. But I was tempted to just have a little peek, and then I thought, oh, fucking hell, it's like 2 hours. But yeah, now I think what's possibly happened is when they've been called, they've been watching the cameras, because if you remember that conversation that he had with Ekidsu, it didn't go well at all. And then he went away, and he's talking to someone else. Says, "Yeah, I think it went really well." That. So I think they might have just said, "Look, are you okay with this? Let's replay that back. You know, are you okay the way he sort of dumped you there?" Even though it was them who, you know, sort of forced him to pick Ekidsu in the first place. So, you know, it's just it's all.
It's wrong. That I think it's Jay. His name is Jay. Scottish.
That's it. Yeah.
Jay. Sorry, it came to me. But no, I'm fucking hell. That's really annoying me, that Dave. Now, but we'll see with tomorrow's episode. I won't be watching it live, Dave. The mighty Manchester United are playing, so I will be watching us play them. Unfortunately, I'll be on catch up, so I won't be on Discord, guys. And as long as you can steady the ship, Dave, you know, with my witty comments and, you know, repartee.
I shall try.
Could you not sound more sincere when you said that? Right? All right, Dave.
Sorry, just had a producer whispering in my ear. Just go along with it. Go
along with agree. Chris. Just agree with him, humour him. Right, Dave. We've had a couple of emails, my friend.
Sorry, just before we get into the emails, Chris, what did you think about that little conversation with Olivia and Zara? So Olivia took Zara across. She pulled her for a chat. Says she's got some unfinished business with Tom. What did you think of that?
Well, Dave, if the edit is going to go the way it's going to go, then I think the Olivia thing, she's not got much choice. She's going to be out the fucking door by the looks of it. So she's got to make a play for Tom, who she didn't want, Dave. And also, sorry, I tell you, we have skated over, was Shaq saying that, you know, he wants to talk to Zara because they had a conversation about where they live and everything, and the same sort of thing. I thought what Shaq said to Tanya was correct, And because Tanya did pursue it with David. However, and I've got off the subject slightly, sorry, Dave, but I did like the way Tanya was dead honest. She went, look, I'm trying not to be fucking jealous, but I am jealous, you know, like I bloody am. I did like that because we'd all be like that. It doesn't matter who you are and how secure you are. You'd still be a bit narked, wouldn't you? So I thought Shaq dealt with it very well and explained to her, I will speak to her, but it's going to take a hell of a thing. As long as you don't do it Ron, who said he would be all in for Lana and then literally fucking head turned on a swivel. Yeah. So let's see if he sticks to his word. But I did think he was respectful of Tanya, and I like Tanya's bit of a joke about it. Like, yeah, I bloody am. I thought something. But going back to them, Olivia's got to make a play, Dave. Who else has shown her any interest in the villa? Ron had a little bit of a chat with her, but nothing's come of that. He seems quite happy with Lana. Tom's the only one who's made a play for Olivia, and she knows that if Harris is going, and we saw about Harris slightly, I know we've done it before, massive conspiracy that Dave told him he's got to boot him out anyway because of what's happened. Like you said, he should just be kicked out like Jax. That's it. See you later. You know, don't let the fucking door hit you on the back of the head, mate. Sort of thing. So
not like Jax, like Sharif.
Yes, like Sharif. That's what I mean. Like you said. Yeah, exactly what you said before. You just fuck him off. That's it. He's blagged his application. He's on his way. That's it. Things come and bit him back in the arse, literally. So I agree. Olivia's got no other choice, Dave. Another choice. Zara seemed to deal with it a bit better this time. Let's see, because he's going to be fireworks now. I think Olivia's going to get fucking desperate because that lifestyle out of Love Island, she's got to fucking stay in there for as long as she can. Otherwise, she's going to be a nobody within a couple of weeks.
No, I think she's been in long enough to do the fucking nightclub circuit or whatever it is they do.
The teeth fighting with David promo, yeah.
But I mean, did you see again? Someone posted in our Patreon space that there's the video that's come up now. So there's a music video with the pair of them together.
Oh, is there? I've not seen that.
You see that? Yeah.
Oh, right. There we go.
So they definitely are. They have met. They're aware of each other, at least. But we all know really more. But I think I've got this kind of love-hate, kind of relationship with Olivia because I think she's a fucking horrible person. But I think she's a decent game player. And for the drama, that's kind of what I want. So even though I think she should go, that's what my gut's saying. My head is saying, yeah, but then you'd be left with fucking Kai and Tanielle, won't you? Talking about fucking doing the pillows next week.
I put sort of wash on at 40 degrees.
Yeah. It took me literally an hour to do the bed sheets next week. Fucking that pillowcase, I tell you.
Have you felt how many fucking pieces of Andrex you get on a toilet roll now? Oh, thanks very much for that.
Doesn't half make a difference when you put softener in it,
They're the conversations we have, Dave, as middle-aged men, not fucking 20-odd-year-old people. Right.
But, so Olivia, I just find her delivery, though, she's such a bad actor. I mean, that bit where she's pulling Zara for a chat, and I don't know if it's the Botox, because there's just no expression in her face at all. It's just like, so, just, was thinking about it, and there's unfinished business with me and Tom, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Like, there's just nothing natural about it at all. And I said yesterday, Zara, once she's calmed down, because she'd been fully wound up and lost it, the other day, and we said, like, unfortunately, that just means, like, she looks like the aggressor then. And she was like, you do you, babes, and whatever, and again, it's all completely switched, but that's because she'd completely calmed down from before, but I just felt like it was all just so deliberate and fucking set up as well, so, let's see where it goes. At the end of the day, when she was with Tom, she wasn't that asked about Tom and was more interested in Harris. But like you say, for the game playing, she has to go with Tom, really, unless someone else comes in, and no one's fucking speaking to Aaron anyway. No. So he'd be up for grabs if he wasn't such a dick.
Love that, Dave. Love it. Right. So we have emails, only a couple with some great ones. This one's from Nicola, Dave. And she's put, hi, Chris and Dave. Got to admit, I'm struggling to like any of these people. All fame hungry and need a shake-up. We need a bit of drama. Feels a bit scripted, and we need someone with a personality. Needs a big task to split the villa in two and drive a wedge between the boring couples. I'm going back to watch the old series and roll on Maths Australia, Nicola. So can't argue with that, Dave. Unfortunately, it's just been the way it's gone. We're picking up on things, but I can completely understand. Sam's still not watching it, Dave. Every night I'm watching it on my phone, and she's like, "Anything going on? Anything going on?" I'm going, "No, nothing's going on." So
that's the acid test, isn't it? Is there anything, literally anything? I'm surprised you didn't say, "Well, you wouldn't believe this story with Kai and his fucking bed sheets."
She'd probably say my boring stories. She's listening to the podcast all day, so I've got to watch what I say, Dave. She's tuning in. I'll give her that. But so the next one, Dave, is from Anna again, and it says, "Hi guys, thanks for reading my message yesterday. I just want to clarify. Although I was scathing about Zara's weird behaviour, I also can't stand Olivia. Also, even though I didn't watch any other Love Islands this year and I did have a break, I too am feeling bored and fed up for watching this series already. It feels it's because they really aren't enough likeable people in the villa. I'm not rooting for anyone at all, and I couldn't care less who gets booted out tonight. The ones up for the job. Yeah. It really isn't a cliffhanger for me." That's brilliant. I'll keep watching the series, but only so I can keep listening to the podcast. So thank you for that. And that's from Anna. So very supportive of you, Anna. And I think you're probably right. It's like, tomorrow night. I'm like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
It is very true, isn't it? Whoop-de fucking do. Who goes? No one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a cliffhanger, make it impactful. Did they just? Are they just so bad at reading the room? Do they think we give a toss about any of these people at this stage? They could have just had the fucking. They could have just had it and not as a cliffhanger, so that when an actual cliffhanger does come up, when it could be a real shit, who's going to go? It means more, doesn't it? But this one's just pointless for me.
We're getting old, my friend. We're getting old. By the next series, we're going to be like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? We need to get hammered. We need to get hammered every time it's on. We'll have a great time, Dave. We'll fucking go fully rogue on it this next time. We need this break. After this is finished, that 4 or 5 months at least, there's got to fucking be, well, hopefully, about 5-6 months, hopefully. We need that break.
What are you talking about? It'll be only in the summer again, won't it? This one only finishes in March.
Oh, you're fucking right. Got me dates.
Are you planning on getting fucking 6 months in between March and June or July, whenever it starts up again?
The only good thing is, Dave, that I've got holidays booked either side of fucking Love Island, and I'm going to need Oh, my God. Anyway, massive thank you to everyone. Thanks for the emails again, guys. Really appreciate it. cdrealitycast@gmail.com. Please go over to Facebook, Chris and Dave's Reality TV Cast. If you want to join there, we really appreciate it. And if you want to follow us on social media, @CD Reality Cast. And as always, if you do want to support us a little bit more, please get over to Patreon, patreon.com/CD Reality Cast. So today's roll call of honour is Ken Gustafson, Lucky Lily Green, Lauren Tracy, Hennessy, Susan, Priscilla, Dee Dee, Katie, Libby, Joanna, Brianna, Helen Keith, Michelle, Gillian, Zoe, Kristen, Maggie, Annabeth, Kate, Megan, and Cassie. So thank you so much, guys, for all your support. We really appreciate it. And another day in the bag, Mr. Horrocks. We are going towards the second week. That's only a quarter of the season, Dave. But all I can say is, Jesus. I'm really sorry.
But Maths Australia is starting soon, isn't it? So
I cannot wait.
That's something to look forward to.
Oh, I cannot wait. And they've released the bride and grooms, Dave, already. I saw that this morning. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be class.
I mean, I that first week for me is a bit of a slog. The science, Chris, that puts them all together, and you see all their backstories and everything, or the best side of all their backstories, if you like. It's the dinner parties, isn't it? It's when it all starts kicking off. That's the best bit of Maths. And apparently this, after the UK season, probably got neck and neck with the drama for the Australian one. This one is meant to be even more explosive. So hopefully that will wake us from our violent slumber.
Well, Dave, you've got a 6-month calendar date with Paul, haven't you? So you need to fucking follow that tweet up, my friend, because that was brilliant.
I was thinking about that. Oh, it was a while ago now, because I mean, I've already won, haven't I, though?
Yeah. Fucking brilliant.
I think they were already done pretty much after the reunion, so
yeah.
I don't know if I can be arsed.
We'll see, Dave. It'll drag us in, my friend. Well, Paul won't be on the Australian one, will he? It was John, and John was the man last year. He really held everyone accountable, didn't he, last time? So he laid into Olivia and that eventually, didn't he? So, let's see, Dave. Oh, imagine we get someone like Olivia. Oh, my God. Oh, my word. That fucking hell.
Well, the form at the minute is dragging back previous contestants, isn't it? Can you imagine fucking Olivia walked in?
I think I'd have to make sure.
Bring it on.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, mate. Well, thank you for today, mate, and thanks everyone for listening. And take care. If you do get a chance, by the way, guys, don't say it enough, but if you get a chance to review the show on iTunes, we do appreciate it. Or whatever your podcast catching app is, Google, whichever, we really appreciate it. And if we catch it, we'll read about it as well. Good or bad, it's still the highlight of our career doing the CD Reality Cast when someone said, "You two don't know anything about women, Dave," and we will happily admit we don't. So that's honestly one of the best reviews you've had.
We love the 5-star ones because that helps us apparently in these mystical algorithms that people talk about. But write anything you want. Give us a good fucking sledging. That's all fair game. Fucking rip us to pieces. But just click the 5-star bit.
Yeah, click the 5-star and a pair of bell ends, but 5 out of 5. Yeah. We love it. Yeah, please. Yeah, brilliant.
All right, mate. Well, cheers for that. Like I say, cheers for everyone for listening, supporting us, and we'll speak to you next time.
Bye.